I didn't kill my daughter. I did not kill my daughter.
What did you have against her?
Nothing. I love my daughter very much. And I don't know what to do, and I don't want my daughter to die, and I'm sorry.
Who? And if you would have asked her, has your dad ever laid a hand on her? I've never laid a hand on her.
What would Jeanette have said?
Jeanette would have said that it was her mom. And I'm telling you the honest truth. You can go to the house, you can do your... I'll watch...
Angela McAnulty is sitting in that room right now convinced she can still shape this story. Her husband is in the next room, and he has already told detectives everything.
I did not tonight. Am I gonna go to jail?
Her 15-year-old daughter was found unresponsive on the floor of the family's living room on the morning of December the 9th, 2009. Jeanette Marie Maples would never leave that house alive. Jeanette Marie Maples was 15 years old. She liked drawing. She wrote letters to her classmates, the kind of letters that worried them, the kind that described things children should never have to describe. She was so thin that the kids at her school noticed, so hungry that they noticed that too. On the morning of December 9th, 2009, paramedics found Jeanette lying on her back on the living room floor of a home at 154 Howard Avenue in Eugene, Oregon. Her mother was standing next to her. Jeanette was rushed to Sacred Heart Medical Center. She had already gone. Deputies weren't just trying to determine how Jeanette died. They were trying to understand how long it had been happening. They brought the mother, Angela Darlene McAnulty, in for questioning, and they brought her husband, Richard Anthony McAnulty, in separately. Same building, same night. Neither of them knew what the other was saying.
What do you want to know? I don't understand. I mean, what?
So we appreciate you coming down and talking to us and
No problem.
voluntarily coming down here. But because you are in a closed area in a police station, I want you to understand your rights. So, understand your rights?
Yes.
Do you have any questions on them at all?
Does this mean I'm getting arrested?
No, that you're here voluntarily. You came down on your own, so.
And you can stop. You're free to stop this interview at any time you want. Okay.
But then that makes me bad, doesn't it?
No, you have a right to not talk to us anytime you want.
I don't
Okay.
Okay.
You and Richard have been married for how long?
Since 2002.
2002?
Yes.
Good.
And just so I'm clear, I know that you probably already told them. Just so I'm clear, how long have you lived in your house?
Our new home?
Yeah.
Since September.
Okay. And how long have you been in Oregon?
We've been here over 4 years. No, over 4 years now.
Okay.
So probably 5 years now.
From where?
Sacramento, California.
Sacramento. Okay.
Me, my husband, my daughter Jeanette, my daughter Patience, and my son Bubba.
Okay.
Or Richard.
Okay.
Who's a junior?
Yeah.
So, like I said, we talked to Rich for quite some time, but sounds like the two youngest children go to public school.
Yes.
And what about Jeanette?
Jeanette's homeschooled with me.
Okay.
Yeah, I've homeschooled her for 2 years now.
Before Angela's story goes any further, here is what detectives already know walking into that room. They have spoken to Angela's children. They have spoken to Richard. They have searched the home at Howard Avenue. And Angela herself, on the phone with her sister-in-law earlier that day, said the words, "I went too far." Detectives know about the belt. They know about the locks on every door in the house. They know Jeanette was not eating what the rest of the family ate. And Richard, in the next room, is already pointing to Angela as the only person who ever touched Jeanette. Angela does not know any of that.
Okay.
Yes. And Jeanette, I would homeschool her, but she wasn't really, I had to go to Walmart. So I went to Walmart to do some shopping. And when I came home, my husband said that Richard and Jeanette were arguing or whatever, and he put on a timeout and she fell. And I supposedly hit her head. When she hit her head, she had like a little gash right here, I don't know. I mean, I'm not a doctor.
Right.
I don't know. I asked my husband to look, is she going to be okay? What's going on? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
What do we need to do? So I had butterfly stitches to where I kind of put it together, and she was fine, and then all of a sudden she just laid down and went to sleep, and I was like, are you okay? I don't want to touch you. I'm sorry.
Right.
Are you okay, Jeanette? Wake up, eat breakfast, time to eat with the kids. And she wouldn't get up. She would not get up. And I was like,
What time was that?
this morning when I got up.
Okay.
Yeah.
And she was on her blanket there? Or was she in the other room?
Living room.
Living room, okay.
But I was like, come on, you gotta wake up, it's time to eat, what's going on? But she, and I was
Right.
like, man, something's going on with my kid, there's something wrong, and it didn't dawn on me, dang it, man, take her to the dang hospital, and I didn't do it on purpose. I swear to God, I didn't do it on purpose. Never do it on purpose. No. I asked my husband, and he said, she's going to be okay, you know, just stitch it up, you know, clean it up, and then everything's going to be fine. Obviously, it wasn't fine.
So she fell this morning?
My husband said that when I came home, he said that she had put her on a timeout because it's either a sit down or a stand, you know, for 10 minutes. And she fell.
Notice the structure of that account. Angela does not place herself anywhere near Jeanette at the moment the injury happened. She was at Walmart, Richard told her. She asked Richard what to do. Everything flows through Richard, except for the part where she sat in that room and watched her daughter stop responding without calling anyone.
What does she do now?
This is the first time I ever seen her take, and just she came running in the room and told me, Rick, I did something wrong. I did something wrong. She came in the room probably about 5 different times. I've done something wrong. Please, don't get mad at me. Don't do anything. Don't call the cops, anything like that. I want to make sure that I can get it done without having her go to the hospital, without having the cops interviewed, anything like that. I don't want to get in trouble. I'm sitting there like, you know, she does it every time I take my pills and everything else. It's like, I don't know what I'm thinking at the time. I don't know what I'm going to do.
The detective in Richard's room understands exactly what is happening. Richard is not confessing to anything he did. He is narrating what Angela did, and doing it in a way that places the entire decision, every single time, at Angela's feet. That is a deliberate positioning, and detectives will use it. Angela McAnulty sat across from those detectives and told them she loved her daughter. She told them Jeanette ate with the family. She told them she was a good mother who made a few mistakes. Every one of those words is on tape. So is what comes next.
I don't know. I mean, she gets water in the day. I don't know.
Did you do stuff?
I did wrong. I shouldn't have turned the water off. I should have left the water on. I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have water with the belt. I shouldn't have done that. That was horrible of me. I understand that. I shouldn't have done any of the other stuff that I did. Hands up. I understand that. I'm very sorry. I don't know how I can take it back. I didn't do the injury on the head. I did not do that. I know that she probably died because of the injury on the head. Through the school, she fell down. I did not kill my daughter over. I didn't do that.
Watch Angela in the minutes before detectives press her. She is not nervous. She is performing normalcy, filling silence, explaining things no one asked her to explain yet. That is not how innocent people behave. That is how people manage stories behave.
What about mealtime? Do you guys typically sit down at the table and have a family
We usually
meal?
eat in the living room.
The whole family?
Because the kitchen's the table's kind of with stuff and
The whole family together though?
all family together.
Okay, and what do you
And the
guys-
reason why she's so skinny, honest to God, is when she split her lip a while back, I did not know exactly how to feed her. Not feed her, but give her, you know, and I wanted to give her soft stuff.
Right.
So my husband told me, look, cheese sandwiches, peanut butter sandwiches, peanut butter jelly sandwiches, you know, just so she could, you know, be careful with the stitch, you know what I'm saying? And it wouldn't come undone, you know, eggs, you know, stuff like that. Not hard stuff, you know, pretzels, chips, you know, I couldn't give her none of that stuff. And I thought, you know what, I'm going to call my mother-in-law, let her know what I should do because my daughter is going to get too skinny. And I don't want her to get skinny.
When did she hurt her lip?
She hurt her lip about, when we first, October.
October?
Because it was the dog got loose. So she was outside running around with the kids trying to catch her. And there was like a little tree stump in a brand new house, not in the house, but outside. And she tripped and fell.
A 15-year-old girl is so malnourished that people around her notice. And Angela's explanation is a split lip that happened in October. Detectives are not asking about the lip yet. Angela volunteers it. Every time she fills in a gap no one opened, she is attempting to preempt a question she already knows is coming.
Skinny.
When did she hurt her lip?
She hurt her lip about, when we first, October.
October?
Because it was the dog got loose. So she was outside running around with the kids trying to catch her. And there was like a little tree stump in a brand new house, not in the house, but outside. And she tripped and fell.
The detective has been listening. He has the children's statements. He has Richard's account. He has Angela's own phone call to her sister-in-law. He does not reach for any of it yet. He asks about the lip, the one detail Angela already volunteered, and he watches what she does with it.
Well, you told me on the way over here that you said she eats a lot.
She does eat a lot. She does. And then when the lip thing happened, I was like, what do I do? I don't know what to do. You know, I asked my husband, what do I do?
Too painful for her to eat then?
Well, it's just, didn't want to split open again.
Right.
Wanted to heal.
Was it just the bottom lip, or?
It was the bottom, and then when she fell outside with the groceries, she got the top.
Oh,
2 separate falls, 2 separate incidents involving her lips, both outside, both from falling. Detectives already know from the medical examiner that the injuries to Jeanette's lips are not consistent with falls.
she fell again?
Outside.
Well, I can tell you that we've talked to both your children, and we talked to Richard for a long time. And there's a little bit of difference in your stories,
Okay.
okay? So you want to start over and tell us?
We talked to Lynn, and you called her today.
We called her, yes. My husband did, yes.
Right, and you talked to her.
Yes.
You remember what you told her?
I told her that I need help. I told her that, I don't know what to do,
Did you tell her anything about you went too far tonight? Discipline? Mm-hmm.
Tonight?
Right. Today.
She doesn't deny it. She corrects the word tonight to today. That is not the reaction of someone who disputes the claim. That is someone narrowing the scope of an admission she has already made. And then she does something that tells you exactly how clearly she understands what is happening to her.
I didn't tonight.
When you,
Am I gonna go to jail? I'm just asking.
okay, here's the deal. We need to talk to both the kids, you and Richard, which is what we're doing. Then we talk to the people that have been to the house, and then we compare the notes. Basically, that's what we do. It's an investigation. I mean, that's what we have to do. We have to ask questions. We have to ask tough questions, and they have to determine by what they see there if you're being truthful or not. Okay?
This is your chance to tell your side of
Yeah.
the story. So, you know what I mean? And we just want you to be honest with us.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Well, we weren't there. If you need to tell us to the best of how you can remember what happened.
Listen to that exchange. The detective offers Angela the framework. This is your chance to tell your side. She hears it, agrees, and then in the same breath cannot explain a single injury on her daughter's body, because there is no explanation that doesn't implicate her.
What about the room you have marked as a girl's bedroom? What are we going to find in there?
Dressers?
What else?
I don't know.
Yeah, you do.
What do I know?
Because we talked to the people that are out there. So tell us what we're going to find there.
We've talked to patients. We've talked to
Richard.
Richard Jr.
If it's an accident, try to explain that. But you need to tell us why we see what we see in that room.
The detective shifts approach. He stops asking Angela to explain and starts asking her to confirm. He already has the answers. He is asking her to choose between honesty and the version she has been building, one question at a time.
Well, why don't you tell us what happens in that back bedroom?
My husband.
What does he use?
A belt.
What kind of a belt?
A belt, just a long belt. That's why her side was so messed up, because when he's on the side.
The metal killing Henderson?
No metal. No metal.
Just the leather?
No metal, just the leather.
How often would
Not many times.
No.
Honest to God, no.
She answers the belt question without hesitation. No pause, no visible calculation. She has already decided that Richard is the one holding the belt. What she has not yet decided is how far she is willing to go with that story, because detectives have evidence of who was actually in that room.
We're just here talking to you. We're just getting your side of the story. So, how come Jeanette and not the other ones?
Stealing, lying. The other ones don't steal, the other ones don't lie.
Stealing food?
No, just taking things that don't belong to her.
Basically, Jeanette never left the house. Who did she steal from?
Us?
How did she steal from you? What did she take from you?
She couldn't go anywhere with it. You didn't let her leave the house.
And I can tell you, Angela, we know the answers to these questions before you ask them. She did not eat with the family. She did not watch
She
television.
did too, eat with the family. She ate right there in the living room
She
while
did
we
not-
ate.
She did not eat what the family ate. The family ate a nice turkey
She
dinner.
said, no, I don't think so. She had turkey too, and that was because of her lip and stuff like that, and I didn't want to give her so much stuff. And I already knew that. I'm telling the truth over that. I am. I'm honest to God.
The detective does not argue with her about the turkey. He lets her insist. Because the family's statements, Jeanette's body weight, the medical examiner's report, they will do the arguing later. Right now, the detective is building a record of every claim Angela makes under oath.
Okay. Would you turn the water off underneath the sink sometimes?
At nighttime, I did, yes.
Okay. Why would you do that?
So she's not up at night drinking all kinds of water.
Why is that?
I don't know. I mean, she gets water in the day. I don't know.
Did you do stuff?
I did wrong. I shouldn't have turned the water off. I should have left the water on. I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have water with the belt. I shouldn't have done that. That was horrible of me. I understand that. I shouldn't have done any of the other stuff that I did. Hands up. I understand that. I'm very sorry. I don't know how I can take it back. I didn't do the injury on the head. I did not do that. I know that she probably died because of the injury on the head. Through the school, she fell down. I did not kill my daughter over. I didn't do that.
She moves from the water valve to the belt to any of the other stuff in the same breath, like she is reading from a list she has been holding since they walked in the door. And then she pivots immediately to the one thing she will not admit, the head injury, the thing Jeanette actually died from. Every other admission exists to make that one denial look like it has context.
What about her lip? How'd that happen?
Fell down and fell on the ground and smacked it open on the outside of the house with the dog.
I asked you that for a reason, because I already knew the answer. I wanted you to be honest with me, and you weren't. Here's your chance. So were those caused by her teeth?
And now work? No. Well, my daughter's gonna bite me.
Could it have been once, accidentally, you got angry and did something like that? With the palm of your hand?
Like this.
Okay. But,
This is from outside.
okay. Is that how she cut her lip, was by getting smacked?
No, she cut that outside from falling.
How does she fall?
Chasing the dog, trying to catch the dog. Honest.
Okay.
Angela. I don't think you're being honest.
The detective now brings in what the crime scene search has found. He is not asking Angela what happened. He is telling her what they found, and then watching her decide whether to explain it or deny it. Each denial will be used against her.
No, she did not hit anything. She didn't hit her head in the room. She did not hit her head in the room. She didn't.
Where'd she hit that one?
On the wall.
I know, which room?
Living room. Hallway.
The living room hallway is where? Oh, is that the door jam that's broken?
No.
What caused that door jam to break?
The doors to our bedrooms and stuff like that were already pretty much nailed and stuff
What about
when we first moved in.
what about when you used to discipline her by slamming the door on her?
Huh? I slammed the door on my daughter.
Why would your 5-year-old tell us that?
I did not slam the door on my daughter.
I'm just asking you why.
I'm just telling you, I did not slam the door on my daughter.
Why would?
Bubba, Richard, I don't know, but I did not slam the door on my daughter.
So he's lying.
He's not lying, but he's not. I don't know. I didn't slam the door on my daughter.
She does not say, I would never do that. She does not say, that's impossible. She says, he's lying, as a question. And when the detective says he is not lying, she does not press it. She just repeats the denial. That is different. That is someone who understands that a 5-year-old told the truth, and who cannot afford to call that 5-year-old a liar too directly.
What about plastic strips in Bubba's room? Did you hit her?
No!
You never did?
No!
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, come on. I would not do that. I swear to God I wouldn't.
There's a lot of stuff that people are saying that are your close relatives that care about you are saying this stuff. They probably expected you to be honest with this stuff too. And
I did not take anything out of Bubba's room with it.
What?
I didn't.
Okay. But he made the motion that he's seen you hurt her.
My son?
Yeah.
I never did it in front of him.
Well, at some point he saw it.
No, I never did it in front of him. Honest to God.
Where did you go?
I went into the room and did it.
The girls'
The
room?
girls' room, yes.
Did you close the door?
Yes.
Could he hear it?
I don't think so.
Well, he surely knows what's going on in that girl's room.
did you turn the TV up real loud to cover?
She put the games on. She turned up the volume. She closed the door and went into that room. And she has just confirmed all of it, in the same sentence where she says she needs help. The 5-year-old in the next room heard something through the closed door and through the TV. Jeanette heard all of it, without any distance at all.
Well, I mean, if you know you don't want your son to know what's going on because it's bad,
And I shouldn't do it because it's bad.
no.
And I'm his mother.
So why?
I don't know why. I don't. If I could take it all back, I would, and I know I can.
Oh, I understand that.
I know I can.
Exactly.
I don't think you're that sorry. I know.
I am sorry.
The detective now deploys the piece of evidence that has been sitting in the room since the beginning. Angela asked Richard at the hospital to take the blame. He knows this. Angela doesn't know he knows. He puts it on the table.
Let me finish. At the hospital, you asked Richard to take the blame for it all.
Because I want to see my kids growing up.
Well, what do you think's gonna happen?
Go to jail.
So that's why you want Richard to take the.
I don't
Go
want
to
him to
jail?
take the blame. I want him to be able to raise the kids. I'm sorry.
But you said getting the kids. Are you lying about that?
No,
Getting the kids.
Yes.
With what?
I don't know with what, but yes, he has.
Okay.
Can I see my husband?
I can't promise you that, but not right now. We're not. We need to just take a break and then we're going to come back in for.
Can I please go out of here?
Well, I think we're getting close to being done. And then you go out of here.
To jail?
I'll go see if he's in the room once I'm
You're gonna go get him for me?
I'll go see if he's over there.
And if he is,
I'll ask
can you please let me see my husband? Please.
Do you want me to tell him something?
She says she doesn't want Richard to take the blame. She says she wants him to raise the kids. Both things can be true simultaneously. She wanted someone else to absorb the legal consequence so that she could remain present. That is not a mother protecting her family. That is someone who understood what she had done and was trying to engineer a way out of it.
I'll walk you over there.
I want to go see my husband. Please let me go see my husband. I was honest with you. I did everything you told me to do. Please let me go see him. Please.
Well, the reason, obviously
Is it because he doesn't want to see me?
No, the reason that we keep you separated is because we have to get your story and his story. If we get them combined,
I'm done. I don't want to talk
You know.
anymore. I'm finished. Honest to God, I told you the whole truth and I don't have anything else to say because I've told you everything. Honest to God, I have. If there was things that I can change, I would change them now. That's why I knew it was not cool. Okay? That's bad. I already know that that's bad. I mean, look at my marks on my daughter. That's not good. That's bad. I know that. I do. I did things that I shouldn't have done. I wish I never did them. I wish I could take everything back, but I can't take it back because it's already been done. I understand that.
She tells detectives she is done talking, the moment they mention combining her account with Richard's. That is not coincidence. She does not know what Richard has said. She only knows that two accounts meeting in the same room produces something she cannot control.
If there was things that I can change, I would change them now. That's why I knew it was not cool. Okay? That's bad. I already know that that's bad. I mean, look at my marks on my daughter. That's not good. That's bad. I know that. I do. I did things that I shouldn't have done. I wish I never did them. I wish I could take everything back, but I can't take it back because it's already been done. I understand that. I'm sorry. I don't, and that doesn't even make a difference, does it?
what's that?
Me saying sorry.
I think it makes a huge difference.
It does. I thought, she's saying sorry. Oh, whoop-de-doo, because you know what? Now her daughter's dead. Now she's sorry.
Well,
I
you're.
shouldn't have did things the way that I did. I wish I didn't.
With Angela's session closed, detectives move to the other room. Richard Anthony McAnulty has been waiting. He is Angela's husband. He has been in this building the entire time she was talking. He does not know what she said, but he has already decided what he is going to say.
Okay, Richard, and just to let you know, the interview room is being visually and audibly recorded. Camera right up
I
there.
understand that.
Okay, and that's what we do. This is Detective Finley, and we've already talked to Mark Nelson, Detective Nelson, and we're here to talk about this thing that happened to Jeanette.
Before you say that, can I say something? Are
Sure.
we being taken to jail or what?
No, what he said was, you're not under arrest. You have the right.
No, I mean, I understand all that. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, are we gonna eventually go to jail or?
Well, we're still working on that. We got people at the
Okay.
scene, but you're free to stop the interview at any time. Okay.
I don't wanna stop it.
Okay.
Okay.
I understand what you're saying.
Right.
I understand all my rights and everything.
Richard's opening question is not what happened to Jeanette. It is, are we going to jail? He already knows what happened. He has known all day. His first move is to understand what the consequences are going to be before he decides how much truth to give.
you know,
Okay, well, let me just read through them here really quick. How many people live in the house?
5 total.
And they are?
Rich, me, my wife Angela, my son Bubba, which is Richard Jr., Jeanette, and Patience.
Okay. And Bubba, or
Sorry.
Richard Jr. Okay.
I'm so used to calling him Bubba.
Now,
sorry.
he's your only natural
Yes.
child? Okay. And the 2 girls are stepdaughters?
Yeah, well, I don't consider them stepdaughters, but yes.
Okay, but biologically they're
Yes.
stepdaughters?
Yes, sorry.
Okay. Does anybody else live in the house?
Nope.
Okay.
Are the kids going to school anywhere?
The 2 kids are going to school, Patience and Richard Jr. Jeanette was being homeschooled because they kicked her out of school because she had too big of a file on things that she was doing wrong. So,
Richard is not trying to hide what Angela did. He is trying to establish the distance between himself and it. Every detail he offers about Angela is framed as something he witnessed, never something he stopped. The detective lets him run.
Every time I came home or when I was out on the road, I was a truck driver. You know this, but
Yeah.
he doesn't know this.
Okay, so go ahead and tell me everything, because I don't know anything.
What happened is most of the time I'd be out on the road, I'd get a phone call. Jeanette's done this at school, or she's been hanging around with the wrong kids, this and that and everything else. And then when I'd come home, it was probably about 7 different occasions. I had to either go pick her up over at her best friend's house because they ditched school. She was in trouble at the school, or they couldn't find her. She was at the mall, hanging around with her friends, ditching, going with a 23-year-old cousin from her best friend to there, and then was going to go to a party. Every time I came home, it was just a different thing that was wrong. Jeanette always called me Dad, everything else. I don't mean to make things long, but I know what they're going to find, and I'm telling you right now, I'm the only thing that I'm at fault for is that I should either call the cops or, which I don't know if I'm gonna be held as an accessory because I'm telling you the honest truth. Now, at the hospital, I didn't tell you one thing. I told you everything else, all except for the one thing. I didn't, honest truth, I've never kids, ever.
Well, now,
My kids will even tell you that I never, I swear to God, on Jeanette, on anything right now, I did not ever. If she would have woke up from the hospital and she would have told you who hit her, she would have told you who. And if you would have asked her, has your dad ever laid a hand on her? I've never laid a hand on her.
What would Jeanette have said?
Jeanette would have said that it was her mom. And I'm telling you the honest truth. You can go to the house, you can do your, I watch a lot of the CSI crime, you can spray the stuff. I'll tell you exactly where everything's at, where it was done, everything.
There it is. Richard's account, delivered without being asked for it, in the first minutes of his interview. Jeanette would have named Angela. Richard is not confessing to anything. He is positioning himself as a witness, the kind of witness who stayed silent while his stepdaughter was being harmed in the next room for months. Detectives will return to that.
I mean, she didn't let her, she had me put locks on all the doors. Okay, even her bedroom door, the garage door, my daughter's door, my son's door was the only one that didn't have a lock on it. I don't know what to do. I mean, she's my wife. I didn't know what to do. I know I should have called. I know I should have did this and that. We've already been and done through the interview with the what do you call it, the
Children's Services folks.
And she passed us and everything else. Back then, she didn't have no problem. It was ever since I had my heart attack, she's been on Jeanette a lot, really a lot. I mean, over at the other house, it was just time out, scrubbing the floors, doing this and that, everything else. It was never nothing like this.
What does she do now?
This is the first time I ever seen her take, and just, she came running in the room and told me, Rick, I did something wrong. I did something wrong. She's came in the room probably about 5 different times. I've done something wrong. Please, don't get mad at me. Don't do anything. Don't call the cops, anything like that. I want to make sure that I can get it done without having her go to the hospital, without having the cops interviewed, anything like that. I don't want to get in trouble. I'm sitting there like, you know, with my, she does it every time I take my pills and everything else. It's like, I don't know what I'm thinking at the time. I don't know what I'm going to do. Every time I do anything, she's hit me before. I won't hit her back.
Angela came to Richard 5 times that day. 5 separate times she walked into that room and said she had done something wrong and asked him not to call anyone. And 5 times Richard did not call. He is presenting this as a kind of helplessness. But 5 times is not a moment of paralysis. 5 times is a decision, made repeatedly, across an entire day, while Jeanette was dying.
Wife.
This first time, everything did not work out. I mean, Jeanette didn't mind. Jeanette didn't do this and that. I told her, I said, well, then if she ain't gonna listen, then it ain't working. I can tell you a lot of things that she's done. I just don't want to be put as an accessory because I know I should have tried to do something, but the only thing is tonight she came into the room and asked me, what did I do? What did I do? She's not doing anything. And I said, what the hell do you mean she's not doing anything? She's ice cold. I said, what? And I went over to her. I grabbed a hold of her arms and said, Jeanette, I'm being serious. Jeanette. She did not move. She not do nothing. I put my hand on her wrist to check her pulse. I couldn't get nothing. I put my hand on her chest. I could feel just a tiny bit of like a heartbeat, just a tiny bit. My wife took her, started holding her, started picking her up, started doing this and that and telling her, come on, Jeanette. She'd go, and that was it. And I'm thinking, okay, maybe something. So I called him.
He called his mother. His 15-year-old stepdaughter was lying on the floor with no detectable pulse, and he called his mother, not 911, not a neighbor, his mother. He is telling detectives this as though it shows he tried. What it shows is that even at that moment, the last moment anything could have been done, the decision was still about managing the situation, rather than saving the girl on the floor.
What kind of belt is it? I mean, what does it look like?
It's a leather belt. Right now it's sitting in the trash can, in the green trash can at home, with a bunch of twigs, a ruler that she broke in.
Richard is building his case for himself as he speaks. Every detail he provides about Angela, the belt, the locks, the trash can, is evidence against her, and also evidence that he knew exactly what was happening in that house. Detectives let him keep going.
I'm totally staying out of this. I mean, I don't want to be an accomplice or anything like that because I'm trying to tell you the honest truth. And I mean, I know what I did was wrong because I should have got help and everything else. But like I said, she's my wife. I don't know what to do. Tonight, she told me that if you take the blame, they'll take it easy on you because your heart and everything else. I showed you this, I have heart problem. I have to take pills and everything else. She's like, well, they'll send you somewhere to where you're taking good care of everything else. They're not gonna throw you in maximum security and everything went all over it. She threw away. My daughter didn't draw, but you know how you buy those big books at Walmart with the where you can buy the markers with it and color the insides of it. Yeah. She bought it for the kids. Jeanette never had nothing. The only thing she had was probably about a bag full of clothes. That was it. That was it, honest truth. Anytime she bled it or dirtied it, her mom would tell her, okay, fine, I'm sticking it in the water.
Angela's hospital strategy laid out by Richard. Convince him to take the charge. Tell him the heart condition will mean better treatment. Frame prison as manageable. And Richard sat there and considered it. He didn't call detectives from the hospital. He didn't correct the story right then. He waited until he was in this room, with nothing left to negotiate.
You know how you buy those big books at Walmart with the where you can buy the markers with it and color the insides of it? Yeah. She bought it for the kids. Jeanette never had nothing. The only thing she had was probably about a bag full of clothes. That was it. That was it, honest truth. Anytime she bled it or dirtied it, her mom would tell her, okay, fine, I'm sticking it in the washer. If it comes out like this again, it's going in the trash. She jerked her so bad backward.
You want CSI?
1 bag of clothes. That is what a 15-year-old girl had in the house where her mother lived. The other children had beds. Jeanette had a blanket on the floor. The other children ate dinner. Jeanette ate what was left. The other children had their rooms unlocked. Jeanette's door had a lock on the outside.
That way.
What do you think should happen to you?
I don't know. I mean, I should.
Be honest. What do you think?
Honest truth, half the time I was on the pills. I mean, I know when I should have called the cops, when I wasn't, everything else, when I wasn't in the room and everything else.
You called your mom.
But
You
I
your
called my mom.
a couple of days ago, a week ago.
Yes,
Yeah.
I did.
So, what do you think should happen to you? An honest answer.
Honest answer, I mean, I don't know. I mean, if I go to jail, I deserve it. My daughter died.
Right.
Okay? I go to jail, I deserve it. But I did not do anything else like that.
Okay.
I mean, I'm willing to do everything.
Right. We think you're pretty honest with you.
I mean, I'm being honest. I told you, if I wind up being accomplice, I wind up being accomplice, but I didn't do the damage.
Right.
Okay? I did the damage of not calling.
Right.
That's the damage I did. Was not calling. I mean, I picked her up tonight. She had on her. She turned blue after I picked her up and put her down. The lady from the 911 said, grab her by the back of the neck. She was on the chair. I picked her up, put her on the flat ground.
Detectives return to Angela with what they have. They do not bring Richard's statement into the room. Not yet. What they bring is the pattern. Every time she admitted something, she made it smaller. Every time she confirmed a detail, she shaved something off the edge of it. The detective names that directly.
You minimize all the shit. I'm tired of it.
But I
I'm
didn't.
tired of it.
I split her lip like that though.
See, that's the thing. You're not telling the whole truth. And that's your problem. Is no one's ever going to believe a thing you say because you tell half the truth. And you minimize everything. And you say, well, that's the definition of minimizing right there. And that's your problem. Because I don't have to live with it. You have to live with that.
I noticed.
So if you want to be a liar and lie about it all the time and minimize it, and it wasn't me, I'm the victim, go ahead and
I'm not the victim. My daughter was the victim.
You're not the victim. So stop that attitude. That's the attitude you have.
But I'm not the victim?
No, you have a victim attitude. That it wasn't me. I barely touched her. At first
I didn't say I barely touched her.
3 times. You said 3 times. Remember that?
Yes, I do remember that.
What's that? Is that the truth?
She does not dispute the 3 times. She does not say, I never said 3 times. She confirms it. What she disputes is whether it counts as the whole truth. But 3 times, with a leather belt on a malnourished 15-year-old girl who slept on the floor, in a room with the door locked, while the television played loud enough to cover the sound, 3 times is not a number that diminishes anything.
I told you that, though.
Well, what did you do? See, you won't even say
I didn't kill her.
You
I
did?
did not kill my daughter. No, I didn't kill my daughter. I didn't get her help when I should have, though.
You didn't kill her? Who killed her?
God, I didn't kill her.
What? You could have killed her. By not getting her help, it's killing her. That's your responsibility. You're the adult. She's your child.
Only my child.
She's your child.
She has Rick too as an adult, as a parent.
So Rick's just as responsible as you? Is that what
I'm
you're saying?
saying, why didn't he call 911 earlier?
He's saying he was scared of you. That's why.
He was scared of me?
Yeah.
Why would he be scared of me?
I'd be scared of you if what I saw you did to your daughter.
The detective introduces one more item from the crime scene search, something that did not appear in Angela's account at any point.
Is that why you didn't sleep in the living room with you? Was he scared of you?
No. Oh, goodness, no. Goodness, no. That's not why. I didn't scare him. I didn't scare any of my kids. You might even and stuff. Oh, heck yeah, that'd be scary.
Yeah.
You're right, yes. I'm not disagreeing with that.
You never used pliers on your daughter.
Pliers? Why would I use pliers? Pliers for
Why
what?
would your son say you use pliers?
Pliers?
Yeah.
I never use pliers on any of my children. Why would I use pliers? What do you want me to say that I did? Because I didn't.
You didn't what?
I didn't ask for help.
Well, we know that. But it's not about you.
Angela McAnulty sat in that room for the better part of an hour, telling detectives she was sorry. She said it so many times the word lost its shape. She said it after admitting the belt. She said it after confirming she cut off the water. She said it after a detective told her, flatly, that it does not matter, because Jeanette cannot come back. Jeanette Marie Maples was 15 years old. She slept on a blanket on the floor. She owned a single bag of clothing. When she bled on them, her mother told her the next time they would go in the bin. Her water was turned off at night so she would not drink too much. The family ate turkey at the table. Jeanette got soft food because of a lip injury that did not come from falling outside. She wrote letters to classmates from public school, letters that worried them enough that they still remember them. She wrote about what was happening at home. Those letters are the record of a child who understood that no one was coming, and who still tried to reach out to someone, anyone, from whatever distance a piece of paper could carry a voice. Nobody came. Angela Darlene McAnulty and Richard Anthony McAnulty were both arrested and charged with aggravated murder in the death of Jeanette Marie Maples. In 2011, Angela pleaded guilty. A Lane County Circuit Court jury sentenced her to death. In 2020, following changes to Oregon's capital sentencing laws, that sentence was overturned. She was resentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. Richard pleaded guilty in 2011 to murder by abuse. He received life in prison with the possibility of parole after 25 years, the mandatory minimum under Oregon law for that charge. He did not appeal. Both remain incarcerated in Oregon State Prison. Jeanette was 15. She is the only person in this case who did not have a choice. If this kind of analysis is what you are looking for, subscribing means you will see the next one.